Okay, I'm doing a little plasma cutting there. Cutting on this ammo can that NavyThomas8 Suburban Rider pretty well demolished when they were here. And thought I'd cut those two. I cut the two ends. Now I'm going to cut the bottom, so I'm going to bring you along for the cut. So let's see how this works here. A little bit fast there on some of that. Let my cutter cycle out now. We'll make another pass on that. Got through it up there.
When Indiana gets a chance to compete for new jobs, we're winning.
And that's all of that.
But it turns out I wasn't alone.
Now, the cuts I made before I brought you guys along went pretty smooth.
Who got your back here just like they did over there.
Now then,
I'm never alone.
mount that right up there like that. I'm making a welding cart for that Lincoln wire welder there. I need to put some extensions on this dolly truck out here on the bottom. I'll get me a couple caster wheels, small ones that'll work here in the garage or in the barn, and then weld some legs out here. Probably about 16 inches or so, I don't know. Put them caster wheels on it, lean it back just a little bit so it will roll around on its own in the shop. But if I wanted to, you can tilt it back and use it like a dolly cart and wheel it around where it's not very smooth. Then I'm going to put another shelf about right in here to put that plasma cutter on. Then I had this piece of metal that I used for making that sandbox backhoe.
Oh, that's a big one.
Oh my goodness.
I had cut a piece of, let me get this tank out here. Let's see, it was this one down here. I'd cut a circle for the bucket of that backhoe, and this was the scrap piece left over from that. And I happened to look, and it was about the same diameter as that tank. Real close. So I made another one exactly like it here, and then the piece that I cut out of here, I welded down on the bottom here as a plate to for it to sit on. And that's, although this one up here is thin, all it is just a ring to keep it from falling over. But this one down here, it's on there pretty stout. So that tank sits in there pretty nice. Makes a nice holder for it. So, that's what I've been up to. Let me get my grinder out. Cut that little bit of that brace off there, because it needs to sit down on there. Either that or get another piece. Maybe I'll leave that brace on there and get another piece and tack it on the other way, just to elevate that up so that it's got a little bit more support. And I thought that'd make a good tray to set that welder on. Here's a nice thing about that plasma cutter. That's all the hotter that gets. Notice how much of that paint is burned off of that cut right there. And it just barely warms up the surface. It's hot to the touch when you get done, but it really doesn't get very hot. Oh well. NT8 Suburban Rider. There's what's left of that ammo can you guys demolished while you were here. And I got a piece of it mounted on there. And I got another piece of it right here. That I'll put down here like this to set that plasma cutter on. There we go.